Guys, you gotta trust me on this one, all right? Don't watch any other videos. Don't go look at any trailers or anything like that. Just go buy your ticket for Monkey Man and check out the movie. I know you guys. We like the same things. So just trust me. Go in blind. Watch the movie. I'm sacrificing my watch time doing this. Watch the movie and then come back here and let me know what you thought. I guarantee you're going to like it. All right, now for those few stragglers who are still skeptical, who are still watching, did you like John Wick? Yeah? All right. Go. Go go buy your ticket cuz you're going to like this movie. You're going to like this movie, trust me. You still watching? All right. We'll talk about the movie a bit. I'm not going to get into any spoilers just yet. We'll get into those at the end of the video. As I said, the movie is like John Wick. It's like John Wick, but more emotional and more personal. So it's more intense from that angle. It's honestly a mix of so many different things. It's a mix of so many different emotions, which is what I liked about it. For example, it had comedic elements, but it didn't detract from the intensity of the scene. It wasn't a joke. It was just an interesting music choice. It was the way a car passed the camera that just made you chuckle, and it lightened the mood just a bit without taking you out of it. The way the movie was shot was amazing. The cinematography was so good. The color grading was so good, but especially the cinematography. They did some real creative things in it, and I really enjoyed that. And when I say it was like a mix of different things, it's everything works together. This movie was very unique in that way. Honestly, a good example would be the movie is like Indian food. It's got its sour, it's got its sweet, it's got its spicy. It's got its everything. All of it coming together for just one intense bite. That's what the movie was. All right, so here's a good example. How many of you guys have had those little tamarind balls, little spicy, sweet tamarind balls? I know Jamaicans eat them. I know like Mexicans have them, Indians have them. That's what this movie was like. It's intense, it's spicy, yet it's sweet. At the same time, it's just like a punch in the face. And this movie had a lot of punches in the faces. It's an action movie, like I said. It's like John Wick. And props to Dev Patel for the choreography. He directed this movie also, and his acting was great as well. The fight scenes in this movie were so intense. There are parts where you're screaming at the screen because it just catches you off guard. Certain things just catch you off guard, and it's visceral, it's intense, it's gory, but not too gory. It found its pocket, and then it just attacked that very well. Another thing I enjoyed very much was the music and the use of sound mixed with the cinematography. There are scenes where it's just shot like he's just coming up, and you see just like a portion of his face, and then the music kicks in, and it's like a perfect mesh between the visuals and the sound, and it just worked so well. This is I don't talk about representation I don't like talking about representation and all that stuff, but this is the kind of representation I want to see, to be honest. Everybody's busy scrambling for some no-name race swapped hero in the MCU. Like, who cares? That's a disservice to the character. It's a disservice for what? Like, that doesn't make any sense. This is what I'm talking about. This is an original story, an Indian story by an Indian guy. But anybody can relate to it. It's a good story for everybody. And that's what I'm talking about. All right, now let's talk about some spoilers. I'm not going to get into too much, but we'll dabble into it a little bit. So the movie starts off with this backstory on Hanuman. And Hanuman's backstory kind of reflects Dev Patel's character in this movie. He calls himself the Monkey Man, and he's this underground fighter. And the thing with this underground fighting ring is everybody's anonymous. So he wears this monkey mask, and the mask looks awesome. The mask looks real cool. And so there's this shot, like after his fight, after you see his first fight, there's a shot of him walking. he's just, the way he walks, he walks like a monkey, just like a little bit. That influence is there just like a little bit, and that just adds so much. He's walking, he lost the fight, he's walking down the hall, and then you see the title screen, Monkey Man, and that shot was just so good. Think of Joker when he was, when he finally puts on the mask and he finally, he's Joker and he's walking in that tunnel. But then switch Joker out with John Wick with that same kind of vibe. That's kind of what it reminded me of. There's 3 other moments I want to talk about, and we'll get through them pretty fast. The first one is there was this stealing scene. He was trying to get information on this lady, and they don't tell you outright what's happening, what his motivations are. They let you go through the journey, which was nice. And so there's this guy. He was selling little mini figures of the god, different Hindu gods, and he nabs this lady's purse. And that whole sequence, the way it was shot, the music, it was awesome. It catches you off guard at first, and then it just goes for it. So he comes on, he's like on a little wheelchair, and he's selling these little gods, and he nabs his purse, and he rolls off really, really fast. And then the music is playing. He gets up out of the wheelchair. It was all a scam. He's having the purse, and he passes it off to this person. This person passes it off to this person. They run off this way, pass it off to this little kid. This kid runs off somewhere else, and they're running off rooftops, through buildings and everything, just passing this purse along until it finally gets into Dev Patel's hands, and he opens it up. And pretty much he was trying to find out, the organization and all that stuff. That sequence was so cool. It just and it showcases the area, the people. It was a really cool scene. And another scene I want to talk about is when he starts training again. He's at this punching bag, which is a bag of rice, and he's punching it, right? And you have this tabla player sitting on the ground, and the tabla is like those. It's like these 2 drums, a smaller one and a bigger one, and they sit on the ground, and they play. I'm sure you guys have heard it. And so he's playing. The big one was for the right hand, the little one was for the left hand. He starts playing, and then Dev Patel catches on, and he's like, okay. He's like, right, left, do. And so it's like he's playing along with the music. I mean, not like it was. He was playing along with the music. It was like the tabla player was dictating how Dev Patel should punch. So Dev Patel is like following the motions as he's playing, and that was so creative, and that was so cool. It was like, and that was after he went on this like spiritual journey. He took this drug, and it was like symbolic with the Hanuman story that they showed in the beginning, and it was cool, dude. It was real cool, man. It's like a revenge story. It was a revenge story, and that was the beginning of the revenge part, and it was done really well. But when he got to the place where he was going to enact his revenge, there was a scene where he's fighting at this bar, okay? And he's completely outnumbered. And at that moment, all the ladies from the temple come. Well, they're not ladies. They're not men. They're not women. I think in India they're called Hijra. They all come in with weapons, all dressed in black, and then they just go at it. It's full out brawl, and the music, the way it's shot, and the music is so intense. They got this like heavy metal riff in the background, and everybody's just going at it, and their clothes are like flowing across the camera, and the way it was shot, it was just so good. Like, that scene was amazing. The movie had a lot of style too, on top of the cinematography, even may it be like first person or shooting through something. On top of the cinematography, the way he fought, like in the acting, like the posing, and like posing like a monkey, like I talked about in the beginning, like how he walked. It had this real cool style to it, and that was reflected in the music also. I keep saying this, but everything really blended. Everything came together. And so when that scene was over, Dev Patel moves to the next room, and I love the way the movie was set up. It's like it's like a video game. It's like he's climbing the tower to get to the top to enact his revenge. And so he gets to the next area, and the guy he's fighting, right? He has him on the ground, and he's punching him down into the ground, and each time that guy is getting up, he's punching him down, he's getting up, punching him down, he's getting up, and you can see the fury just building and building in Dev Patel's character, and he's punching him down, and the guys keep coming up, and at one point Dev Patel is just like, hey, like looking at him like, who do you think you are getting up? Who do you think you are getting up, trying to get up? Just stay down. Like, get down there. Like, it was insane. It was intense. Okay. And then at one point, like the punches, you're hearing like the bones crush. And at one point, the guy can't get up. He's on the ground. And then Dev Patel just like telling him to get up. He's telling him to get up now. And just kept punching him in. And dude, that was insane. That was so good. Like, you felt, there's so many times in this movie where you felt the anger. He's literally shaking with anger. And you felt it. And they tell you the backstory. And it makes complete sense for why he feels the way he feels. It makes complete sense for why he feels the way he feels and why he is who he is. It's honestly a tragic story. It's gritty, it's real, it's visceral. You feel it. But it ends leaving you satisfied. This movie had many different things coming together for one cohesive package. It had religion, theology, mythology. It had politics. It had social issues. It had real, raw, personal emotion. There were also lighthearted moments, like I said, and everything came together for this one cohesive package to tell one story, and that was great. I think the only thing that I would change, that I wish was in the movie, or I wish they did differently, was when he was walking in to get his revenge, he immediately took the mask off. I wish he fought with it for some time. He entered the building, like he beat up the guards, he entered the building, and he fought with it for some time, and then revealed who it was. Like, he's back. I wish they did that. But that's it for this video. If you guys have seen the movie, let me know down below in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. What did you think about the movie? Let me know, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.